Hey everyone, how are you doing? You have Mike here, and today we're going to make a video on the WiOn smart switches. So I posted these here on Facebook probably about a week ago now, and we had quite a few questions asking about them, so I figured we should probably make a little video on them. Now I actually picked up a couple different WiOn switches. I have one of the outdoor switches which has 3 plugs, and I have 2 of the single outlet plugs. Now, these things are so cool because they give you the ability to actually be able to program everything. And we're going to run through the app here in a moment just so you can see the cool little features that it has in it. But basically, this gives you the ability to turn on and off your switches from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be connected to the local Wi-Fi. It has an ability to be able to connect through the app. And not just turn on and off your power, you can also set your timers, and everything, and there are quite a few timers which we will once again cover in a few moments. This system right here with this switch, it has the ability to monitor power, so you could also, like I said, monitor your power from anywhere in the world, which is absolutely awesome. These switches here are pretty sweet actually, because like I said, it gives you the ability to monitor your power usage. It also has an area where you can put your local power rates in there, and it'll help you do some of the calculations, which is pretty awesome. So not just that, but the ability of having different types of timers on it. It's got a sunset, sunrise timer, which is pretty cool. So if you wanted to have your lights on a natural cycle, you can easily do that. I know I have my CO2 running off of this here. I have my skimmer from my other fish tank, and I also have all of my filters and my heaters running for this thing. So basically I can shut off most of this fish room by hitting just a couple of buttons right on my phone. And that really helps me when it comes time to doing water changes, because as you guys know, I have a hard time to bend down underneath all these tanks and to really shut off these switches. So anyone who is has a physical disability like myself, who has a hard time to move around or to turn off their tanks and shut stuff down for a water change, this is probably a really good solution for you. Now I did notice one flaw, and I have to say this one flaw is that if there is a power outage, it does not recover from the power outage, so it will not turn back on your filters or turn back on your lights automatically. I guess the saving grace for that would be that you have the ability to always monitor this from your cell phone. So if you're on vacation or something and your power were to go out, you can always check this here, every once in a while, make sure your power is still on. And with the ability of using these ones, it even tells you how much power you're actually using at the moment, which is, like I said, pretty awesome. So we're going to be using these for multiple experiments in the future. I'm pretty interested to see the difference between my T5s and my LEDs when they're all revved up running at full power. I think it's actually going to be pretty close, but it's still something that I'm interested in. And also want to check how much power each of my canister filters are using, if they're using within the regulated amounts that you say they're going to be. So, like I said, these here are actually going to come in more handy than I actually first anticipated. They're just really cool switches. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the app. The app is actually pretty nice and really easy to use. They have a really cool slider that allows you to select which unit you actually want to connect to. I have 3 connected to it right now, and like we said, we can go up to 12. But let's just take a quick peek at this one. So as you can see, you can very easily just click a button and your filters will turn on. They're actually pretty instant. I haven't noticed any actual lag within the app or anything like that. It's actually a really smooth running app, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to highlight the lights that we have because the lights are running, and since they're running on the indoor switch, it actually gives us the ability to monitor the electricity. So we can see now that it's running at about 72 watts. It gives me an average cost, but I haven't actually put in my power rate, my local power rate, so I'm not really sure how much it costs me a day. I will do that, and like I said, we're going to be doing this in the future for other lights and pumps and filters and all that fun stuff, so we will definitely be doing that in the future. But it's really cool that it gives you the ability to show you how much voltage and current that your device is running. Another thing that I wanted to say too, the setting up of this device was super simple. They do have options in here which basically gives you video support of how to set everything up from scratch. There's also a walkthrough guide that teaches you how to do this. It's troubleshooting your devices, and they basically made it foolproof. It's a really easy, simple system to set up, and it only took me about 2-3 minutes to set up all of my switches. and have everything running. The other thing that I wanted to show you too was the ability to set up the timers. So as you can see here, I do have my timer set up for my skimmer because I don't want my skimmer running all the time. That's just a waste of power. So I have it turned on 2 times during the day for about an hour to an hour and a half at a time. And that basically just gives me the ability to keep my tank awesomely clean, no surface skim, which is great. So let's take a look at some of the timers. Now we have programmable timers, we have countdown timers, we have astronomic timers, we have vacation timers, and security timers. Security is basically just random. If you check out the actual video by Woods that they put out, they have this basically for people who are away on vacation, who just want their lights to turn on at random times to make people think that they're home, which is kind of cool. But unfortunately for what we're doing here with the fish tanks, some of those features are just not really usable. The only one that's possibly usable, maybe for a light, is the astronomical timer where it turns on before sunset and so forth. And this is actually able to be connected over to Alexa too. So if you have Alexa, you can be, Alexa, turn off my fish tanks, and it will shut everything down for you, which is cool. I don't have a system like that, but if you did, this is actually functionable with the Alexa. Now, I don't know if it's possible with the Google Home yet, but maybe that's something that's going to come in the future. So all in all, they've done a really good job with this app. And like I said, these things are actually probably one of the cooler pieces of technology that I picked up this year, and I'm definitely really happy about these. So I do want to thank everybody for watching, and if you're interested in picking up one of these units, I will put the links down below where you can get them. They are available at most hardware stores in the States and stuff like that, but I will put it down, put an Amazon link down below as well, because they do sell at Amazon. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have yourself a great day.